Yes, sir. You are audible, sir. Please go ahead, sir. Audible, visible, both are okay. Please go ahead, sir.
So taking entire 4 quadrant, they divided into taking for the e-tutorial as well as for the e-content, web resources and self-assessment. This is all the entire mode of that massive open online courses divided into 4 category in the quadrant. As well as for the quadrant 1, they given for the more weightages, probably taking for the developing for the MOOC courses, 4 credit courses, you should have a 40 hours delivery. Under the 40 hours, 20 hours exclusively given for the quadrant. So 50% of the content, we call it as a video and audio content need to be delivered. The rest 50% that has to be there in the rest of the quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. Taking for the some of the e-content, probably you are giving for some kind of PDF text or e-books or whatever the illustration or video demonstration. Then also some of the links, web resources, whichever the web link related with the links, case studies, or maybe various other research paper, journals, that all the things were there in the quadrant 2, 3. Then again, quadrant 4, that is for the self-assessment, taking for the things, either you are taking for the MCQ, multiple choice questions, or you are taking for the various quizzes, matching the questions, so many components. These are all the, some of the things were there. So entire 4 credit course having for the 40 hours, the 50% of the weightage is given for the quadrant 1, that is for video as well as for the audio content need to be delivered. Then taking these are all the some of the component, because already given each university already they appointed for the university Swayam coordinator. Swayam coordinator is the single point of contact for working between the UGC as well as for the university level. They're taking forward for as well as for the enrollment of the MOOC courses, and also taking for the helping the faculty fraternity for developing the MOOC courses the thing. Then as well as credit framework for online learning course through Swayam, because already there is a regulation in 2016. Under the regulation, they will given for the what are the learning courses that I think notification also given, because earlier June and November, that is for the notification. Now taking for the thing, I think June they're releasing the subject. There's enrollment start from the July. The same thing November 1st they're releasing subject. Probably now they're little bit delayed because of the COVID. They whatever the streamline little bit changed. They're releasing for the December of the courses. Then again, January, we start for the enrollment. Then again, up to February, they allowed for the enrollment of the courses. Then again, credit transfer, because already given as a mandate, each university, they mandate to whichever the student earn through the credit through the Swayam, that need to be credit transfer, credit mobility will there in the each universities for the ESR or credit as well as for whichever the current student pursuing for the undergraduate as well as for the postgraduate courses. Then choices of courses, because already given up to 20% of the courses in program can be on Swayam, because already in the 2016 regulation, this is applicable for both the University Grant Commission as well as for the AACT also given for the separate regulation. The mandate for up to 20% they can allow for the Swayam courses. This is something there is nothing. These are all the procedure we need to be select the course whichever the courses is released by the thing. Then again, we need to be taking for some kind of make amendment, because already so many universities come forward for implementing for the implementation of these MOOC courses as well as for the, under the Swayam platform. Because this is again is an additional advantage. Any university going for the NAC accreditation, they will ask you for the so many points they can earn for the various component as well as for the Swayam is concerned. They will ask you for the thing how many students are enrolling for the e-cycle in your university or maybe in your institutions. Then also they will ask you for how many what is the total number of student credit mobility you have done for the university. They will ask you. Then also there is a point for how many courses in your university faculty has developed for under the MOOC platform, that under the Swayam platform. So this is something probably adding for the value addition to the thing. Then also make an amendment taking for the in your academic council, whichever the competent authority, probably can incorporate the or how much credit you are going to be mobilized or maybe how much credit may be transferred in your in the mark sheet. Then again, taking further, designate the course coordinator, because that's also one of the facilities, we call it as a facilitator. Then destination information, because whichever the subject is released, that bring it to the notice of the all the fraternity, student fraternity for these are all the courses made available on the Swayam platform. Then you can let them go for the choosing the whichever subject is more flexible. Then again, taking for the course registration. Then after that, there is a procedure of the evaluation that is there in the thing. Then again, taking for the marks of the student. When come to the evaluation in the earlier cycle, first cycle and then second cycle, the taking for the Net Bureau of University Grant Commission, they conducted the exam. So we did for each university, they appointed for the nodal officer for the conducting the examination. We also conducted for the examination for the MOOCs. Then later, entire country they introduced for National Testing Agency. Now presently, National Testing Agency is conducting the exam for the entire country. So taking for the as well as for the MOOC courses is concerned. So the third cycle onwards, this National Testing Agency is the nodal center for conducting the exam for online as well as for the proctored exam for the entire country. Then also each state there is so many cities they identify the centers. So as per the Mysore, Karnataka, we have the 6 centers identified for the entire state. Then they'll conduct the examination. After the thing, then give the marks of the student and also getting the certificate. These are all the procedure already there in the thing in the guidelines. Then that also they introduced for one of the additional component, we call it as Swayam mentors. They taking for the roles and responsibility of the Swayam mentor that are taking these as well as for the how these UGC MOOC courses initiative taking forward. Then also each department as far as our university is concerned, we appointed for the Swayam mentors for each universities. Then also another interesting under the NAC accreditation, they will ask you for the mentorship. That is for the very important. They'll ask you for the we need to be given detailing for the mentoring, the detailing of the mentoring of the each subject, each courses that thing is there, each faculty wise. So as well as for the Swayam also, we appointed for so many mentors based on the thing. Each department mandate a student in the department college to participate in the UGC MOOCs Swayam courses. Then also they need to be relocated whether the student have enrolled the particular courses or not. Then also need to be disseminate the information about the course of the student. Then ensure that students are actively participating in the course. This is something probably we need to be once again we recheck whether all the overall enroll the student. Then again we need to be recheck it whether all are participating or maybe streaming the video and so many other component. Then again whether they're submitting their assignment on time. This is something probably there is so many because entire now in the present as well as for the Swayam they divide into 70-30%. 70 is 30. That 70 is the external examination, 30 is the internal assessment. So 30 internal assessment they divide into so many some courses there in the 10 3 assignment as well as for the quizzes or so many other components. There is a different modality for that. This is also something probably Swayam mentor each department or maybe college level somebody will be looking to that as a entire courses taking into consider clarifying their doubts to conduct online. These are all some of the things as well as for the Swayam mentor. Then already understanding there is a syllabus template is there, pre and post course surveys, course overviews, course timeline, list of announcement. Every time as soon as student is log in, then again there is an announcement. There is separate dashboard is there in the list of announcement. In the list of announcement, you are announcing for the what is the deadline or last date for submitting the assignment. Then when will be the work online quiz or something. These are all the some of the list of announcement is there. Then also instruction synchronized and asynchronized engagement. These are all the some of the things already there in the as well as from the regulation also. Because as far as 2016 regulation, because already we are all aware of credit framework for online learning course through Swayam 2016 regulation. Under the regulation also made for every institution shall within 4 weeks from the date of issue of these regulation shall that need to be incorporated in the competent authority, either maybe academic council or whatever the thing. Yes, I'm not audible.
Oh, sir, you're audible only.
Okay. Then and also very important credit mobility of MOOC already they given. No university shall refuse any student for credit mobility. This is something already there in the guidelines. If any student earning the credit through the Swayam, probably that need to be incorporated. That is a mandate. These are all the something already there in the guidelines. In after pandemic, 25th March 2021, they introduced for the additional, that is for the new guidelines as well as for the credit mobility, as well as for the under the Swayam, they'll given for the up to 40% they can allow for the Swayam. So based on the looking the data set, looking the guidelines in the present, by 2021 onwards, up to 40% they can allow for the Swayam. Probably we can go for our traditional classroom for the 60%, rest 40% student given the flexibility, they can go for the, that's why they introduced for the academic bank credit, then also taking for the blended mode of learning. Under the blended mode of learning, they can go for the online, they can go for the traditional classroom, so many components. These are some of the things already there in the thing. Then further taking e-content development under EPG partial or so many things, because already there in the, as a one subject, we are taking for the subject means it's a course as a program, that is for the, there is a 16 paper, because as far as in the PG, we given for the 4 subject in a semester taking for the 16 subject for the entire program. Then also each paper they'll given for the 20 to 35 modules that need to be in the proposal. Then again it has to be there in the 20 hours lecture. Then total module taking for the entire your 16 paper almost 560 module only for That's for justifying for the as a quadrant one. They're taking for the 50% of the video as well as for the audio content. Then rest of the thing we need to be followed for the thing. These are all something already there is nothing. Probably if you just take in anyway later we'll share the PPT. Probably wherever you require, probably you can read it later. Then taking for the multimedia team already given as far as in our university is concerned, we have the separate EMRC. Then some of the university not having the EMRC probably directly can go to the website of Ministry of Education. Then Ministry of Education, they're given for the separate empaneled agency for developing for the e-content or maybe whatever the thing. Based on the thing, probably those people will come and record your whatever the content if the proposal is approved. Then this is something EPG Pathshala that we'll discuss in the later, because this is also one of the interesting things as well as understanding. Then move to the types of courses. We need to relook into it. Some of the courses I will call it as half semester, that's for the 20 hours, because as of now there is no that half semester courses. All the courses is having for the 40 hours 4 credit courses. Probably in the present 42 subject released in the 10th cycle, then also 80 plus subject released in the undergraduate, that all are having for the 4 credit. That is a common for the thing. Then some subject having for the 5 credit given for the additional weightages for some kind of component. Then taking for the full semester, it is a 40 hours having for the 4 credit. Then again the mandate minimum 12 weeks. Then again each 3 to 4 hours lecture per week. Then again this is the 2 quizzes practice examination. Then also we need to be followed, because NPTEL is the NPTEL model, because we call it as an NPTEL model. NPTEL is the for the introduce for this starting for developing for the MOOC courses, as well as for the NPTEL model need to be there in the thing. Then again 10 hours courses, 1 credit equivalent. This is there in the thing. Then also taking for the various disciplines, engineering, science, humanities and management, that all the courses are made available. Then again taking the student journey map on Swayam. Creating.
Sir, excuse me, sir. Sir, for UG, what is the prescribed credit, sir? For UG students, they have to go for 2 credit or 4 credits, sir?
4 credits. Okay. As per in the present context, ma'am.
Yeah, as per present scenario, that is after the pandemic period. What is the UG credit, sir? For UG students, can I refer which credit they can go for, sir?
4 credit, madam. Earlier there have been so many courses made available for the different credit. Now
okay,
uniformity, undergraduate as well as for the postgraduate, maximum courses available in the 4 credit.
4 credit is eligible. Is it?
Some courses probably some subject is probably now they introduce for the so many subject regional languages. Somebody want to study for the Sanskrit.
Okay, sir. Okay.
They'll give for the something like that. Some only
sir,
for
most of the Swayam this thing when I viewed, sir, many courses having less than 3 credit only, 2 credits only.
Which cycle?
So that's why I'm asking, sir. Pardon.
Which cycle you are
saying? Third cycle only, sir. Third cycle only. I verified for my students, sir, but
okay.
They didn't mention if UG students for which credit they will be preferred. And for PG, they have mentioned for 4 credits, sir. Compulsory okay. 4 credit. Below 4 credit, that is not for good for them. But for UG, what is the prescribed credit after the 3rd cycle, sir? Any idea, sir?
No, after 3rd cycle, the thing is, even see the credit is not in mandate. Probably taking into consider some student enrolling for the 2 courses.
Okay, sir.
Probably they'll earn for the 6 credit.
Okay, sir. Okay,
so the only thing is in a semester, because in our university, what we have done, we are not touched for the hardcore and softcore.
Okay, sir.
We have only given credit mobility to only for the open elective. Okay, open elective option is minimum 4, maximum 12 credit.
Okay, so minimum 4, maximum
12.
Okay, sir.
So they can earn the thing, then that is the credit is mobility is available in our university. So this is again taking for the learning plan. Okay. Then also taking for the various courses, schedule optimization. These are all the some of the as a journey as well as for understanding for the student as well as Swayam.
Better we can refer for 4 credits, sir. Below 4 credit, it's not advisable. Am I correct, sir?
Probably I think that the 4 credit is a mandate. Probably I think 4 credit we need to be there. Probably I think now under the NEP, National Education, probably some of the subject we devise for the 3 credit. Probably I think
probably.
In the government of Karnataka, probably you are there in the UG courses or maybe PG courses. Some of the subject we devise for the 4 credit, 3 credit.
Okay, sir.
Probably availability of the Swayam platform, probably we need to be relook into it. What is the thing? Credit.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, these are all the some of the component. Probably I think looking as well as for the websites, you will get a lot of information on the Swayam whatever the thing. Probably I think I'll stop it here. Then we'll move to the next component as well as an understanding. Just 1 second, I'll share other PPT. This is again, now my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here we need to be focused on as far as initiative on NMICT as well as for the Swayam course enrollment examination. Already we discussed some component. Then as well as for the initiative on National Mission on Education through ICT, because very important, this is again as well as for the Ministry of Education, as well as for the ACT, then taking for the various 9 national coordinator, they come forward for that's called as Swayam Prabha, that is for the DTH project for educational excellence under the Ministry for Human Resource Development, earlier the now Minister of Education. They call it as a 24/7 education channel, which is very important. This is again a very good initiative under the Minister of Education. Based on the thing, Swayam Prabha, because this is costing about oddly 2,500 to 5,000 rupees. Probably you need to ask your local cable provider in your. Probably they'll give for the procure for the Swayam Prabha DTH channel. They probably fix it in your department or maybe in your institution. As of now, in our department, almost more than 60 PG department we have the Swayam Prabha DTH channel. In each department, each colleges we have the seminar hall. Probably in the seminar hall, whenever the seminar hall we are using, probably we didn't want to switch over the Swayam Prabha. Probably whenever you free, seminar hall free, probably the Swayam Prabha can be operated. Probably whenever free time of the teachers, whenever free time of the student, or maybe research scholar, they can view the Swayam Prabha, because this is one of the very good initiative as well as for the Ministry of Education. So here, this is the channel partners, IITs, NPTEL, UGC, CEC, HIGNO, NCERT, National Institute of Open Schools. These are all the 9 national coordinators, the partner for delivering the thing. Every day, there will be new content of at least 4 hours, which would be preferred for 6 times a day. So this is something every day we can see for the 4-hour new fresh content is made available in this channel. Probably this will more useful for not only for the student fraternity, then also useful for the teacher fraternity. Probably whichever the subject is already delivered under the Swayam Prabha or something like that, that will give an awareness. Then another important component, probably I think overall there in the probably taking for the in our home, probably some of the children's having for the either maybe son or maybe daughter having aspirant for appearing for the IITs, either maybe JEE or maybe JEE. That's also one of the interesting thing is there is a called as IIT PAL, that is for the professor assisted learning, that is called a PAL IIT. This is one of the successful that for the Swayam Prabha channel, probably entire country taking for this PAL IIT. This they have given for the how to prepare for these joining for the IIT, then JEE. This is something. Probably this will help you for the, not only for the thing, probably in anywhere home, anybody, any children or daughter having for the aspirant for appearing for the IITs, probably can subscribe this channel, probably costing about 2,500 to 5,000. Probably if you going for the HD or something like that, this is one of the good initiative. Probably can request your colleges or maybe request your principals or maybe your university. Just you can installing for the Swayam Prabha, that will give an value addition to the so many new content are made available. Probably they can view for the student fraternity as well as for the faculty. Then go to that Swayam Prabha, probably just you can, whenever you free, probably you can Google it. There will get for the so many subjects is made available for the humanities, languages, then also taking for the history, so many subjects, even the basic sciences, social sciences, all the subjects are made available. Probably then also given for the each courses, the whatever the in the channel, they'll given for the timings. Probably I think you can view whichever the subject is more interested or something like that. This is probably one of the initiative under the Swayam Prabha. Then again, moving for the National Digital Library, even earlier National Digital Library only we have the whatever 65 lakhs that for the digital repository. Now they link with all the e-content. Probably you can subject wise, you can see the e-content in the video mode. That's delivered in the video mode. That content also made available under the National Digital Library. You can access for the subject wise. Then also they linked with whatever the EPG partial. Under the EPG partial, there are for the so many list of subject is made available under the EPG partial. There you have the two options. One is you can download the script, because already some of the subject is made available for the script. You can download the script, you can read it whenever you're free. Probably I think it is more useful for the student as well as for the teachers taking for this EPG partial. Then also we can have the video content. Both the component for the one is You can download the whatever the e-content that is for the script. Then also you can see the videos that whatever the things. So these are some of the things are made available in the EPG Podshop. This is something it's a very good initiative under the Ministry of Education for the promoting for the as well as for the online education as well as for the MOOCs and other component. Then taking this is spoken tutorial. This is something not only for the student as well as for the teachers, then also very useful for the general public. Because I'm the teacher, probably we need to learn so many things. Probably we need to be so many apps. We need to be learn so many softwares. You know, we should have some kind of soft skills techniques or so many other kind of things. Probably under the spoken tutorial, they have come out with different languages, regional languages. Probably 6 to 7 regional languages were linked. Based on the thing, anybody wanted to learn anything directly can just you can Google it for the spoken tutorial. Just you can type it. Probably somebody want to know for the what is an online banking. So how to do for the online banking, they'll given the procedure, then also given for the each language, the regional languages you can learn. Somebody want to learn some kind of software because I am the basically for the planning, probably I need to learn for the quantum JS. Probably I need to ask for the student, we need to be learn quantum JS. Then they go to that spoken tutorial, they'll given for the type it in the quantum JS, they'll give on the procedure, how to install the software. Then again, taken into consideration for the how to run the software, then how to get the output, how to generate all the things for there in the regional languages or something like that. So this is some of the very innovative thing as well as for the spoken tutorial. Probably this kind of thing probably bring it to your notice to your student because a lot of open source software is made available. Then also a lot of video and audio tutorials are made available under the spoken tutorial. This is very useful. Probably I think notice of a student. Then also teaching pattern is more advantage for this spoken tutorial. This is also one of the initiative under the National Mission on Education through Information and Communication Technology. Then in addition, they introduced for the virtual lab. This is more useful for the basic sciences. So under the virtual lab, they given very important taking for the various laboratory tests or whatever the various laboratory that whatever the classes, that all the things for the they'll given for the procedure. Then also they'll given for protocol, what are the protocol need to be maintained. Then also they'll given for what is an outcome. Then also given what is the norms, what are the guidelines or what are the norms and standards. So these are all some of the procedures for there. Somebody want to know for the quantum physics, somebody want to know for some kind of various related thing. Probably in the virtual lab, you can have the multiple taking for the various practical exposures they're available. Then also you can see the video content. Then also you can see the scripts are made available. What is the procedure need to be followed for the getting the output of the particular whatever the in the practicals in the lab or something like this is more useful because then given the stake of IIT Kanpur, then also taking for the IIIT Hyderabad, then also IIIT IIT Hyderabad. These are all the so many premier institutions involved for this virtual lab. Probably bring you to the notice of your student. Virtual lab also there is an option for you can have the some kind of there is an the faculty will be there for the given for the introduction to how to go ahead with all these procedure, then the protocol and other kind of all the details are made available. This is one of the very good initiative under the virtual lab. Probably can bring it to the notice of students. So this is all some of the thing. Probably various links are made available. Probably I will share the PPT probably whenever you free. These are all the links were there. Probably in the links, probably you can get a lot of information related with online learning as well as for the resources. Then also taking for the various initiatives. Further, you taking because by and large already we understood for what is the main objective of these Swayam courses. Then also how going to be implementation because already given there is a guidelines because already the guidelines is there 2016, 2017 guidelines launched in 17. Then again, we have the guidelines recently they made for the 2021 recent guidelines. Then also identify for the entire country 9 national coordinator. For somebody want to develop the management courses, then again we submit there is a common portal for all the 9 national coordinator. Then again each that whatever the proposal there is in peer committee there in the national level, they will decide for the what is the subject content and other kind of they will approve the courses. Then also regulation already there taking for the credit mobility, then already made mandate. Then in addition, they'll give on for the validation any faculty involving for the MOOC courses because there is an given some kind of points under the career advancement scheme, then also promotion, then also they're given for the APA scoring. Then also given additional advantage for more orientation to adding value addition to these online courses as well as for the under the Swayam platform as well as for the MOOC courses. With respect to the NAC accreditation, because already given, then also even if you're taking for the recent, every year we are submitting for the NRF ranking, National Institutional Ranking Framework under the NRF as well as for the various other thing, even taking for the thing, then given for the more weightages for the, as well as for the, as a Swayam is concerned. So this is something because already given in the earlier, in the present context, almost 200 plus universities are come forward for the developing the MOOC courses. Then again, there are so many IITs, IICs, IIM, so many other things were there. So based on the thing, any faculties interested for developing the MOOC courses, just you can type it in the Google UGC MOOCs. UGC MOOCs, we call it as a vertical of Swayam. This is for the all postgraduate courses is managed by the UGC MOOCs. Under the UGC MOOC, there is a portal. Under the portal, they're given for the PG non-technical courses. Then also given for the, we call it as an expression of interest and also proposal. There is a link, we call it as an expression of interest and proposal. These as well as for the portal open for the entire year. Anytime you can submit the proposal. There is no any deadline or maybe last date for submitting the proposal. There's anytime you can submit your proposal. Then also go to that UGC MOOCs guidelines. You have the guidelines taking for the MOOCs regulation, credit transfer, content creation. Then all the detailed regulation is there. Probably you can read the regulation. Probably you can elevate all the thing. Then again, awareness workshop also there in the thing. Then also dashboard for coordinator. This is something we need to be. Suppose I am the course coordinator. Probably we need to be create our profile creation for the SN thing. Then again, register of the details learners. Then again, this was some of the thing mandate thing we need to be done. This is I think Swayam expression of interest proposal. So here they'll given for the whatever the introduction, scope of work, then also given for the eligibility. Because earlier in the first cycle, they'll given the faculty having for the minimum 10 years experience in the PG level, then later modified for the 5 years teaching in the PG level. Now in the present, they'll given for the, there is no any kind of PG and UG level. They're given for the mandate for teacher is saying for the minimum 5 years experience comes under the UGC, whatever the classes. Then probably they can go for the submitting the proposal. There is eligible to submit the proposal. There is a guidelines. Then also there is some kind of submission of proposal. As soon as you are submitting the proposal, that all the details or maybe whatever the process or maybe entire your that whatever the reviewing process as well as for the screening committee, everything updated in your login only. Then taking for the life cycle of MOOC courses, then the course proposal, then approval. This is first component in the entire life cycle of massive open online courses. Then again, content development and repurpose. Repurpose is only for the EPG parcel. Earlier, any faculty were involved for EPG parcel content creation as well as for the script writing. Then same courses can be reproduced. That called as a repurpose. As of now, probably I think any faculty already involved for the EPG parcel, they can go for the repurpose of the whatever the EPG parcel content. Then taking for the consent from university, because already given for the each university already appointed for the Swayam coordinator, you can obtain the consent, submitting the your whatever the proposal there in thing. Then again, course announcement and then taking for the content uploading. As soon as your proposal is approved, then you prepare the content, you deliver the content. Then again, content is ready. Then given for the you need to be announced for the thing. Then as soon as this taking for the 9 national coordinator, taking for the bringing in the single indigenous built platform, that is for the Swayam platform. Under the Swayam platform, bringing all these courses, taking for the whichever the 9 national coordinator developed the courses, that is bringing in the one platform. Then taking for the announcement of the courses, then also taking for the content uploading. So based on the things, the student that enrollment will be there. Then again, the student activity. Then also finally they're deciding for the proctored examination, either in the online or maybe pen paper examination. Then also taking for they will issue the after completion of this because entire examination process now given to National Testing Agency. National Testing Agency conducting for the entire examination process of this Swayam. Then credit transfer, they will issue the certificate. Based on the certificate, probably you can submit it to the concerned university through your control of examiner. Then there is a credit mobility that is there. This is something you call it as a life cycle of entire MOOC courses. Then making these, because already we given the entire 13.5 lakh they given for the break of cost. Probably you can visit in the UGC MOOCs website. There is a break of cost. They given for 13.5 lakh. They'll give for 9 lakh exclusively for funding given for the as well as for the multimedia team, video recording, editing. Then all the component content viewer, so many other component. So rest of the component almost 4.5 lakh is given for the flexibility for the course coordinator. 2 lakh already mentioned. 2 lakh can be as can keep it as a remuneration for the course coordinator for the 4 month duration of this 4 credit for 40 hours course. Then again, rest of the amount, probably there is some kind of review the content editing, so many other component work that will be need to be followed. Then these are all the some of the things already given for the one paper, content to be spread over 15 weeks. This is again they're given for the slab whatever the 12 to 15 weeks. Within that frame probably need to be 40 hours, 4 credit courses need to be developed. Then again taking as well as understanding for the structure of MOOC courses, then already given we should have a course introductory video. This is something we need to be prepared. 5-minute duration for the course that whatever the covers objectives. Then again, what is the description of your course structure? Then brief about course content. What are the content were there in your particular courses? Then also we need to understand further what is the curriculum. Then prerequisite learning outcomes of the course. This is something probably we need to be added. As soon as your subject is released in the Swayam platform, first they will ask you for your profile of the particular course coordinator. In the profile, they'll given for the thing. What is the profile of for the in a particular course coordinator? Then also given for the course description regarding for the what is the title of the course, what is the objective of the course, what is the description of the entire course. Then also taking for the what are the content were there in the particular course. Then also taking for the what is the learning outcome. This is something probably we need to be rework in the proposal. Then again, each week you should have a week introductory videos, 15, that is what the thing, whatever the 15 weeks, 1 to 2 minutes, we need to have a video covers for the week wise description, brief content and activities to be undertaken in the week, something like that. Then again, week content 15 weeks, then again, we need to be include for the various other videos, self-assessment, then again, activities, discussion forum references. So this is something, because already this is, I think you're all familiar with the thing. Anybody are familiar with EduStat program in your institute or in your universities? Anybody involved? Anybody? EduSat program? Yes, I am audible.
Yes, sir. So what do you mean by that? What's up? Repeat the word, sir.
EduSat program, education in the satellite, EduSat program. That is initiated by Minister of Space in the very long time. Because now probably I think so many school level there is an EduSat program.
No, sir. We are having that as Swayam related programs.
Okay, now Swayam, because in the earlier, because EduSat program, they started for the outreach program. Later, the Swayam they started. For 2016 onward, they started for the Swayam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In the earlier, there is an EduSat program. Still, it's running. Probably almost 15 to 20 years they're running for the experience and exposure of Minister of Space. They're running, still they're running for the EduSat program. I am there for almost 8 years. I worked as a coordinator for this outreach program. That's also the same component were started for the Swayam, taking for the same guidelines, same kind of parameters, another kind of thing.
Sir,
yes.
I am CM Nagraj.
Yes, sir.
I am already completed 2 RC in Ramnaran College of Commerce in New Delhi. Completed the 2 RC, sir. But we got only C certificate, sir. But it is valid or not, sir?
No, see, because see, when the course is released under the AppIt or some other platform.
Arpit under NTC conducted that, sir.
NTA. No problem. Then it is valid. If it's already in the AppIt is under the thing.
Yes, sir.
That is equivalent. No issue for that.
Sir. Swayam. Okay, sir.
So then again, taking for the big sum of videos, 1 to 2 minutes summing of video covers the content taught in the week. Then again, there is a quiz and assignment, then assessment plan. These are all the sum of the prerequisite. We call it as a structure of the MOOC courses. When you developing the MOOC courses, these are all the prerequisite we need to be developed for the entire thing. Then expectation from new course coordinator, because again we given for these are all the some of the component already there. Then again taking for the 1.3 lakh 10%, because as soon as your proposal is approved, they release for the 10% of the amount of the 13.5 lakh. Then you can go ahead with the developing. Then again you taking for the presentation of UGC in first, because in earlier cases there is in the offline there is for the interface meeting. Now they're taking for the online interface meeting for the course coordinator. As soon as your proposal is submitted, they will fix the date for the interface meeting. Based on the interface meeting, they will decide for the whether your proposal is approved or not. Then so many other components were there in the thing. These are some other things were there. Then also developing the MOOCs, because there is a separate guidelines. Probably whenever you free, probably can read the guidelines. Under the guideline, they will given for the minimum 12 weeks, maximum 15 weeks. That is for the entire course of 4 credit as well as for the 40 hours course. Based on the 12 to 15 weeks, then again you deciding for the each weeks, you should have a 35 to 40 model or 30 to 35 model. That is a model need to be there. This was some of the detailing there in the thing. Probably I think there is a separate session in the afternoon or maybe tomorrow. You can learn for that developing the MOOC courses and other kind of thing. Then as developing the MOOC courses, you should have some kind of process of e-content development. What are the e-content and process of e-content development? Any digital media design for display on the web. Then again, this is we need to be followed. Some kind of various e-content are made available. Then we call it as principal investigator or maybe subject matter expert. As soon as you are submitting the proposal, they call it as a principal investigator or call it as a subject matter expert, because already given, because 2015 and 16 onwards, we didn't get any funding for from the UGC related with minor and major research project. They stopped all minor and major research project. Only they encouraging for MOOC courses. That's why they given from 13.5 lakh rupees. They call it the principal investigator, subject matter the expert. They will do the thing. Then taking this is very fundamental. Probably I think you are all familiar with all the thing. When you're taking for the presentation. Yes.
ಯಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋದ
some I think. Just ask for the HRDC host. I think mute that person. I think is.
So symptoms take it to the headache, airports, memory loss, tension, allergy, these symptoms. So you get HIV first one nomophobia attack. The problems ಒಂದು ಮನೋರೋಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನನಗೂ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಎರಡು ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇದೆ. ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಹೇಳೋದು. ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದು. ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರು ಮಾತಾಡಿ So please pull up the question. So
I think ask for the HRDC to mute that person's audio.
Yes, sir.
Please mute.
Please,
Okay.
please.
Okay. I think this is something already you are all familiar with. I think you should have a minimum 3,000 words in a model, whatever the thing you are delivering. Then also taking for the name of the resource person, subject, paper, episode, subheadings. These are all some of the prerequisite. Anyhow, these are all the template is made available. Probably whenever you submitting the proposal, later only we need to go for the presentation script. Probably this will given for the orientation. Probably I think concerned multimedia center they'll given for the orientation what has to be done. Then also given for the presentation before camera, they'll give, we call it as a teleprompter. Probably I think you are all familiar with this instrument. Under this instrument, you can see for the whatever the presentation you made, that's all already you can see in the teleprompter. Probably you can read it. This is something there in the thing. Then again, they'll given for the speed of delivery. It has to be in the 35 to 40 words per minute. This is something we need to be followed strictly for whatever the speed of delivery as well as for the in the presentation before camera. Then again, we need to be followed some kind of annotation voice modulation. This is very important because as soon as we are made for the video recorded, then that need to be made available for the in the course curriculum or maybe whatever the thing. Probably we should have some voice modulation that need to be followed. This is also very prerequisite. Then we require some kind of other academic input. We should have some kind of objectives. Then also taking for the 50 to 75 words bulleted form, what are the objective. Then we need to be written for the summary of the script. What is the script that need to be there? Then again, we need to be know for some kind of text. Then also we need to be understand for some kind of frequency asked question with the FAQ. Then also we need to be should have one complete case study for the entire course as well as the designing for the 12 to 15 weeks, whatever the 4 credit as well 40 hours credit. Then assignment 5 questions carrying the entire script from these related topics. Then quizzes 50 questions, links and bibliography, then glossary. So these are all some of the other academic input need to be provided for the course coordinator as soon as your course is uploaded. These are all some kind of thing. Then taking for the list of ARPIT courses, I think you are all familiar with these. I think already there's some of the, just I can share one more important aspect as well as for the ARPIT program.
Sir,
Sir, 1 minute.
Disconnect
Yes,
video link miss ಆಯ್ತು sir.
Sir,
Sir, your video is not.
ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ
visible,
ಸರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ.
we need to share the video, sir.
ಹಾ ಸರ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ?
Yes, sir.
ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್.
Sir, just I stopped using for the other PPT.
Okay. Then okay.
Sharing for other PPT. 1 minute.
Please, go ahead, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, now it's visible,
Yes,
sir.
Fine, sir. Good, sir. Digital
So,
learning.
as well as we started discussing for the annual refresher program in teaching, as well as for the thing in the first cycle, I think 2018 to 19, they introduced for the 72 subject is made available for the rapid courses. Then later they are not released for the so many that for the in the exhaustive number of courses because of the various reasons, because faculty is not involved for the developing these rapid program and other thing. Now they started for the so many ACT, they introduced for the faculty FDP program for the ACT. Then also taking for the under the Ministry of Education, there so many programs is made available for the FDP program. Probably in the FDP program itself, they will mention for the thing, it is equivalent for the whatever the RC program or other thing. I think already there is an sir has asked for the thing, he has completed for the 2 RC program through the MOOCs, that can be valid. So that is something like that. Probably you can have some kind of that is for the available in the Swayam platform. Any courses available in the Swayam platform, the program called as FDP, Faculty Development Program, probably that is equivalent to as well as for the in our refresher program equivalent to the as per the in the guidelines of the UGC. Then only thing is as of now, because 2018 and 19 they released for the 72 as well as for the refresher that for the rapid program. Then later they are not consolidated list is not released as well as for the in the UGC platform. They will only release for the limited subject made available. That again that is developed by the ACT or maybe NITAR Chennai. These are all the 2 national coordinator developing for this your refresher that's for the annual refresher program in the teaching. Probably these are all the some of the thing. Probably you can once again you can look into it the website of the Swayam Central. Probably you can see for so many faculty development programs is there. Based on the thing, probably you can enroll it. Probably that all the program is equal to your refresher courses as well as for the UGC guidelines. Then further taking as well as for the entire in the overall discussion, again we need to understand some of the interesting component. We need to be as a teacher, we need to be involved for the developing for the MOOC courses. Then also we need to be bring it to the notice of the student for the enrollment of the MOOC courses. Then also taking for the already there is a guidelines taking for the UGC guidelines. Subsequently also they made for the new release the new guidelines in the 2021. They'll given for the up to 40% they can allow for the Swayam, that credit mobility. This is something. Then again we are taking for the NEP 2020 because already in the NEP 2020 they are given for the bunch of courses taking into consider for the thing. Either taking for the bunch of courses, probably can push it through the in the Swayam. So this is something probably in the upcoming years. There is a lot of scope for the as well as for the Swayam courses, and also very important. Each faculty need to be involved for the developing the MOOC courses. That's why we given in the initial discussion. There is so much money as well as for the Ministry of Education, almost 2,300 crore rupees they're spending for only for the e-content development. When come to the e-content development, all the teacher having the stake for developing the e-content. This is something probably we need to be relook into it. Then also probably we need to be orient ourselves for the developing the MOOC courses. Then also encouraging the student for the enrollment of these MOOC courses. That is very important. This is the thing. So here I am going to explaining for the what are the attempt were made as well as for the University of Mysore taking for the implementation of the Swayam courses. We have established for the digital learning monitoring cell in the University of Mysore. This is again University of Mysore is the one among the state universities to offer massive open online courses under the Swayam platform. Then again taking for the Swayam, we have offered for the University of Karnataka. I think in the first state in the first university in Karnataka to offer the massive open online courses, and also in the southern state only for in the first cycle. I think very few universities has participated for the as per the Swayam courses. Probably it's the University of Hyderabad. Then also some few universities were there in the southern state. They involved for these as well as for the adoption of the massive open online courses under the Swayam platform. Then also as per the direction of the UGC, then as well as for the Ministry of Human Resource Development earlier, then presently Ministry of Education, the Mysore is established for the full-fledged Swayam digital learning and monitoring cell. It is on 21st March 2018. So we have the full-fledged Swayam digital learning monitoring cell. as well as for the thing. Then mainly thing is because already the entire courses, some of the courses is developed by that is for the learned professor of AIMS, learned professor of IAC, or maybe learned professor of JNU, or maybe National Law School, or maybe various IITs and IACs. Probably these are all the courses can access our student. At least they can get the credit. They can learn some kind of whatever the new learning environment, or maybe credit transfer. Probably in the later, probably they can showcase it because already I studied the Swayam courses. That course is designed and developed by the professor of JNU, or maybe professor of All India of Medical Sciences. This is some kind of an advantage for the student. Then again, credit mobility showcasing for their credit and other kind of thing. Then the main vision we started, as well as for the Swayam Digital Learning Monitoring Cell, to adapt and implement, facilitate the student for enrollment of UGC-MOOC Swayam courses in the University of Mysore. Then we have so many objectives, teaching learning resources to all, including for the most. This is something probably I think already there is a guidelines under the as well as for the Minister of Education under the Swayam, the coordinating principle. Anybody can access anywhere, anytime. This is something we need to be there. Then again, did the digital divide, the student will remain untouched by the digital revolution. Probably this is something need to be there. Then also we need to be keep it in our mind. Before pandemic, we are not used to it. Probably I think majority of the teaching fraternity, we are not aware of these, whatever using the various apps, conducting the online classes, other thing. Because of the pandemic, the post to do it. Then again, we are all well versed with the thing. You are taking for the starting from the school teacher to up to that you are going for the higher education, either maybe in the PG level. All the teachers are well versed with using for the various apps. Then also taking for the delivering the content, so many components. So this is something. Because of the pandemic, supposed to do all the things. Now we have the lot of scope, lot of opportunity. Probably we can ourselves we can engage for developing the MOOC courses, developing that e-content, other kind. These are some of the so many objectives. Then also taking for the we have made for the local chapter. Then also this is for the UGC single point of contact. Probably anything directly they send it to the Swayam Digital Learning Monitoring Cell. Probably same thing will bring it to the notice of our Vice Chancellor for the university. Then again taking for the implementation or maybe adopting the MOOC course. So these are so many objectives for there. Then again we made Swayam Digital Learning Monitoring Cell. There is a composition. We have the chairman that is for the headed by our Honorable Vice Chancellor. Then again various members taking for the various charter officers all there in the member, including register evaluation finance officers. Then also we made members of the director of PMEB, because there is a thing. Then again we made Education Multimedia Resource Center, then also GDC, so many other things. Then again members of all the deans of the faculty. We have so many faculty deans of faculties, then all the members, then also member secretary, the Swayam coordinator. This is the composition of Digital Learning Monitoring Cell. Then also we have conducted for the series of meeting as well as soon as subject is released, we are conducting the meeting in the PG Council, or you taking for the various platform. We are discussing for these are all the courses is made available in the Swayam platform. Then again bring it to the notice of the student, and then also taking for the that can be again you need to be that we have appointed for the so many mentors in the each department level, PG department as well as for the various institution level. That is taking for the forward for the thing. Then again under the Swayam Digital Learning Monitoring Cell, we have taken activity because already there is an already given UGC-MOOCs separate web portal. Probably just like Google it, UGC-MOOCs web portal. We have all our entire country's university Swayam coordinator profile is made available under the that whatever the UGC-MOOCs portal. Then we have almost 65 university Swayam mentor we appointed. At the time when we started, almost 65 university Swayam mentor we appointed, taken into consideration for the facilitating for the student for taking for the creating awareness, then also taking forward for the enrollment of the courses, then also taking for the you can see the progress whether how many students are enrolled, whether they're following for their login and they're streaming the video or something. These are all some of the process need to be there. Then at the time we finding difficulty for credit mobility. So very difficult to touch for the hardcore, very difficult to touch for the softcore. Only we give an option for open elective. Under the open elective, we given mandate for minimum 4 credits through the Swayam. This is the thing we introduced. But as per the present CBCS regulation and the guidelines, they'll given for the under the open elective, they can have the minimum 4, maximum 12 credit. Probably if any student earning through 12 credit, they'll given for the incorporated for the ESRR mark sheet. That's for the credit transfer. That's there in the thing. Already we started 19th September 2018 itself we made for the mandate. Then linking of UGC-MOOCs, EPG Partial, Swayam Prabha website. This is something because already there in the because now I think in the past 2 years we started for the online courses. Probably I think you are all well versed with the thing. There is each university they'll given for the some kind of they can full online course. Probably we have so many almost seven PG program, more than 10 UG program. The entire program is done through the online only. So this is something. Then again, this all the links of UGC MOOCs, EPG Parcel, Swayam Prabha that linked in our main page of the website. Now the same thing we link for the in the online education. Probably anytime any student can access for the UGC MOOCs, EPG Parcel, Swayam Prabha. This is some of the attempts were made. Then also we made some kind of video as well as for the radio jingles. This is something we started creating awareness for the entire thing. Then we made Kannada as well as for the English. We made for the radio jingle that transmitted in the various FM station and other thing. Thank God, I think present University of Mysore also having for their own community radio station. We are having for the more flexible for announcing the courses from that kind of thing. Then again, we started digital learning monitoring cell and activities. Then Swayam Prabha, this is something already given. Initially, we have done for the 30 postgraduate department. Later, again, we made it for the additional 30 postgraduate department for installing for the Swayam Prabha. That is for the 24/7 education channel. Then again, we have display boards, Swayam courses about monsoon. Probably anybody entering for our university campus, probably can see for the all the three entry and exit gates. There is a display board. Then also now we have the digital display in the LED. Then also we are announcing for the which are all the courses made available in the particular cycle. Then another interesting thing, Government of India under the Ministry of Education, then as well as for the University Grant Commission as well as for the ACT, they have printed A0 size posters. They circulated for the entire country. They circulated for all the universities. They are given for the bundles of these A0 size posters for creating the awareness that needs to be displayed in the student gathering places or each department notice board or something like this. Something for the unique thing they were doing for the very long back. Then given for this, again, we have the rules of conduct, we have the career hub. Under the career hub, there again, any student is enrolling for in our courses, then again, we'll taking the data set of the each student email and other thing that is made available in the career hub. Based on the thing, as soon as Swayam subject is released, then automatically all the subject is linked to the career hub. Probably student can reach for the whichever subject is made of. These are some of the things commonly component were there. Then again, now we have the LED display. As soon as this subject is released, 1 week continuously we are displaying for the LED display for the as well as for whichever the courses made available. Then also we have conducted for the series of workshop. We have conducted for the how to adapt the Swayam MOOC courses. Then also we conducted exclusive for the at the time probably in the first and second semester we don't have in the open elective. Open elective started from third semester and fourth semester. We exclusively targeted for third semester student taking for the how to go ahead about the Swayam courses and orientation program. Then again, so many programs were there, and also we conducted for the development of e-content. That's for the orientation program for the thing. These are all the some of the status as well as for the so far almost taking the data set almost 3,000 odd number of recently. I think in the last month in the December, the University Grant Commission asked for all the universities. They given the link. All the universities need to be update the data set of how many students enrolled for the Swayam courses. How many students got the credit mobility? This is something they given for the entire country under the UGC regulation and UGC direction that need to be updated. If the university is not established for the Swayam digital learning monitoring cell, or again, if the credit mobility provision is not there, then again they have to write for the what is the reason. They have to give for the justification why that credit mobility is not there in your university. With respect to the expert thing, this is something already in the December they mapped for all the thing. Probably I think within March they will going to be announcing for the entire country. Then also there is an upcoming discussion. They wanted to make for the national digital university. Under the national digital university, whichever the credit you earn for the Swayam, they can get the certification. They get the award of the degree. So many upcoming things also already going on the discussion that is there in the thing. Then taking as an enrollment and examination, the first time we conducted for the UGC has prepared all the whatever the question paper. Then also they send the observer for our university. We conducted for through the UGC Net Bureau. We conducted the pen paper examination that almost in the 2019. Then also we got the certification of the Excellence Center for the conducting the Swayam examination. Later, entire country now they're conducting for the National Testing Agency, the coordinating for the entire country. Then this is all the first cycle, then second cycle, so many other things. Then also each cycles, there is so many students are getting for the highest mark. Then again, that need to be displayed in our website as well as for the LED, because which the student is getting for the highest percentage for the entire cycle. This is something there in the thing. Then again, by and large, this is some of the credit transfer. So far, I think 500 numbers total. Only we are targeted for the PG courses. We are not touched for the UG courses. Probably in the upcoming years, probably we need to be given for the UG courses because on par with NEP 2020. This is enrollment as well as for the credit transfer. We have done it. Then another interesting in the 2020, we have signed MOU with Administrative Training Institute, that is under the government of Karnataka. We need to be developing for the massive open online courses for government servants to upgrade the knowledge. And so this is something unique thing. I think first time in the university setup, they signed MOU with the government agency as well as for the training center for developing the MOOC courses under the thing, joint preparation and delivery option. They'll given for the thing. We can pool the resources, either taking for the resource person from the Administrative Training Institute or various bureaucratic level, either in the IAS or maybe whatever the various officers taking into delivering the content. The entire courses we devised. One is professional diploma course in public administration, that is comprising for the 24 credit. Then again 12 months courses. Then again the budgeted. Then also professional certificate courses. Some of the courses disaster management, social justice and equality, sustainable development goals, data analytics and e-governance, public platform. These are all the courses. Again, administrative training issue. There is a there is a center, each center they're offering for these courses and the 4 credit. Probably this is for the already there is a government servant. They are coming for the training under the taking the training under the Administrative Training Institute. They can join some of the online courses made available. Again, this is professional diploma courses exclusively for the IAS professionals. Overall, there in the IAS professor for the entire country. Their first time in India, first kind of in India, they started for the Administrative Training Institute for targeting for the IAS professionals for these 12 months course, because they're aiming for the 2 years professional period. As soon as they join the course, anywhere in the country, they can access the content and video. Then they can appear the examination within the 2 years. This is something already there, because still all these projects in the pipeline, probably still you are not delivered the thing, because it's in the process of the content delivery, content preparation, content editing. Probably as soon as it's available in the platform, probably then we'll come to know these are all the very useful courses made available for the from the university side. Then also we have made various committees constituted for the thing. I think managing council, various special board of studies for various things. These are all the some of the attempts were made, creating awareness we are given for the various course curriculum and other kind of thing. Then also so many other component were added for the thing. Then also we made a vision for next 5 years, online education transmission to the Swayam courses. Then also Swayam digital learning monitoring cell, we make the Swayam facilitation center for student grievance. And this is something missing for the entire country, because we wrote so many mails to the University Grant Commission, then also National Testing Agency. Any student will come for the some kind of student grievance. Sometimes student is registering for the examination, probably they will not, they're very difficult to download the admission ticket, so many things. This is grievance and redressal very much important. Then we required each university should have a Swayam facilitation center for taking for the addressing for the grievance and redressal. Probably I think now they'll making for the some of the zonal center, probably taking for the in the southern state, probably identifying for the 1 or 2 university, there is a addressing for the public grievance and redressal for the various examination, enrollment, everything. Probably they'll go for some kind of decentralizing activity. Then also credit transfer, that's already there, because already in the guidelines be there up to 40% they allowed for the credit transfer. Probably we need to be rethink what has to be done, taking for these 40% of credit. Then again, encourage faculty members to develop Swayam courses. As far as in the present context, in the present UG courses, almost every cycle, more than 10 courses is made available under our Swayam platform through the UG courses, through the EMMRC and other kind of thing. Then also we have made some of the collaborative activity for the other institutions. Karnataka Police Academy also were doing something. Then also SUD also we started developing for the MOOC courses. Then also another interesting thing is the government of Karnataka, they have done for the very good initiative, as well as for the thing under the on par with implementation NEP 2020. They identified for the 13 university for the entire state, taking for the establishing for the separate MOOC lab, that is for the massive open online courses lab. They'll given for the 2 component. One is establishing for the MOOC lab, then also community realization. The community realization, the mandate for the East 13 universities, they'll given for the 4 crore rupees for funded by the government of Karnataka for establishing for this MOOC lab as well as for the community realization, that is selected for the first 13 universities. Probably in the rest of the university they'll offer in the next phase. This is something already they encouraging for various other things. Then also each national testing agency, they made for the test practicing center. Probably can there they can student can practice this for the so many mock test and other so many. These are the some of the thing as well as for the university has made an attempt. These are all the some of this. We have a separate social media taking for the promoting for the thing. We have separate brochures. Then also taking for the display boards. Then also various workshops we organize. Then also we exclusively training program for the academic staff college as well as for the staff members as well as for the as officers taking for the how to develop for the MOOC course. These are all some of the attempt were made. These are all some of the thing. Probably I given the as well as an understanding. These are all some of the cases. Then also we have conducted in the 19th 20th January 2019 as well as for the Swayam proctored examination. Then also we got for the say excellence center certification from the University Grant Commission. So these are all the some of the attempt were there. Probably I think this case study what as well as for the University of Mysore has made an attempt to implementing for the Swayam courses as well as for the Swayam platform under the MOOC courses. This will give an idea for probably I think in our university, I think by and large all the university there in the appointed for the Swayam coordinator. Then also by and large all the university are making some attempt for enrollment of the Swayam courses or making involving for the development of the MOOC courses. Probably next upcoming years, probably another 5 years, another 10 years, probably our entire domain, probably I think almost 20 to 30% of our time need to be dedicated only for the developing the content and other kind of the rest part is rest 70% or 40% or 60% probably we need to be go for traditional classroom or something like that. Probably this is the UGC MOOCs, we call it as a vertical of Swayam. Probably anytime just you can type it in the Google, you will get the UGC MOOCs. There will get all the Swayam coordinator for the entire country. How many Swayam coordinator for the entire country? Then also Swayam mentor details are made available. Then also courses also made available. Credit transfer regulations also there. Then also go to the proposal. They'll be for the expression of interest, all the thing. Then also series of workshop. Lot of materials are made available. Then go to the download. Probably we will get all the guidelines taking for the how to prepare the proposal. Then also even some of the things they made it in the word form template. Based on the thing only can fill in the blanks. You take that download the template. You fill in the blanks of the whatever the content, whatever the models, whatever the name of the persons. That all the details they made very simplified form. Probably I think my request is all the faculty probably now I think you can check with the go to that Swayam central website. That's we call it as a Swayam Central. All 9 national coordinate subject is made available. 9,000 plus or subject are made available. Looking the subject probably other than the subject probably you need to be developed. Probably you need to be prepare the proposal. Probably that will approved by the concerned national coordinator to very short span. Probably you can engage for developing the MOOC or these are all some of the attempt for there. Based on the thing, probably I think these are all the some of the discussion as well as for the understanding for the UGC MOOCs, Swayam courses. UGC MOOCs is the course. Then Swayam is the platform. Then also there is a various enrollment examination. Then also taking for the various annual refresher program in the teaching. Then also made available. So these are all the some of the content were there. I think this is I'll stop it here for whatever the delivery content. Probably now I think you still have the 10 minutes. Probably you can have a discussion based on my presentation or maybe is there any clarification? Then I'll open for the discussion.
Dear participants, if you have any queries, doubts, please go ahead.
For science-based students, biological science students, which platform is very good, sir? For Swayam or NCRT, sorry, NPTEL, sir? Because for engineering students, it will be different, no, sir?
The thing is, under the Swayam Central,
okay, sir.
all 9 national coordinator brought in the single platform.
Okay, sir.
Even
we have
science,
to search for that subject, isn't
but
it? But
content subject probably in the EPG part, they're having for all the things. All the humanity subject are all made available. All the basic sciences subject script are available.
okay,
Then all management subject script are available. Probably just you can type it in the EPG part, you will get all the script as well as for the e-content.
okay, sir.
Then another interesting, that's a virtual lab. Somebody is more orientation to the as well as for the understanding for these that whatever the various laboratory test and other kind of thing. Probably I think in the practical exposures, probably you can have a virtual lab is very useful. Probably I think very unique thing they have done it for the Minister of Education as well as for the introducing for the virtual labs.
Okay, sir.
Probably this is more useful for the basic science as well as for the in the public university because we have lack of resources because of various things. We don't have equipment, we don't have a various procedure and other kind of thing. Probably this given for the filling the gap of this all the things. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. I got it, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Anybody else? Please go ahead.